2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Spurs out in San Antonio. Well, for San Antonio, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. And guys, when people talk about the Spurs, they talk about consistency from the front office to the coaching staff to the effort on the floor. Take a guy like LaMarcus Aldridge. He embodies that, doesn't he, Kenny?
Yes, he does. He's got great scoring. He's got great footwork in the block. The art of the mid-range jump shot is still there, but he can pick and pop and pick and roll, Shaq.
You know, he always finds a way to impact the game with his shot. When he's on like Texas barbecue, Ernie.
Ooh, Texas barbecue.
That wraps it up from here. Thanks for joining us.
I'm hungry.
We'll see you later.
The Mavericks are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone, and our broadcast team tonight. Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right, and the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer to where they were a season ago.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
These are two clubs that know each other well, the strengths, the weaknesses. It's going to be a tactical battle.
Now let's get a pregame report from Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who spoke with Greg Popovich. David.
Well, this matchup was a win the first time these two teams met, and he said, I know a lot of people were surprised by how well we handled them in that game, but it was no surprise to us. We knew how well we matched up with them, and it was just a matter of executing the game plan. Well, let's see if they can repeat that performance today, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And tonight we have two teams that Steve can absolutely rip you apart from long range if you let them.
Yes, I mean, these two teams, no one's going nowhere near the paint. So I think it's going to come down to the teams that they're defending. You're not going to be able to stop these guys from making shots, but you want to be able to contest and bother them. And then you have to rebound the three-point shot. And that's the hardest rebound because it can bounce off and go particularly anywhere. Take them off their rhythm, and hopefully they miss shots. Contest, contest, contest.
Yeah, go out and close. You're exactly right. Fight through every screen. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Barnes against Anderson. Aldridge a screen. Anderson kicks to Parker. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. San Antonio with the new 24. Chalk up 2 there.
High percentage look for Powell. Won't miss many from that distance.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas. Matthews and Barnes, they're the wings. Dirk is the 4 with Noel manning the middle. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
On defense, Dallas. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. but they held each other accountable and played hard.
Not a fast start for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Matthews with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when you look at Dennis Smith Jr., you aren't blown away by the physicality at first, but he's incredibly gifted for a player his size. Great speed and quickness to blow by defenders.
And the first one drops. And with Dennis Smith, it isn't just burst of speed, it's his play in the open floor and Greg running end to end, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, he also just jumps and finishes at the rim like a shooting guard. He's only probably 6'2", 6'3", but he gets up in the air like a wing player. He's a lot like Derrick Rose was when he burst on the scene. And Dennis Smith Jr., the 9th overall pick in this year's draft, but voted by his fellow rookies as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. The Mavericks giving him every opportunity as their point guard of the future.
Here's Smith following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Barnes kicks to Smith. Over in the corner, Matthews. He dishes it to Noel. Back to Matthews. Noel sets a screen for Matthews. The shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And Dennis Smith, guys, get this, measured a 48-inch vertical, which would tie him for the best in NBA history. He's a perfect fit for the... Oh, goodness.
Terrific.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing the young fella dunk that one home. Smith likes to show off that incredible vertical.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Parker against Smith. Teardrop shot, and it's laid in by Parker.
Sneaking inside, converting the high percentage look. Something Parker does well.
There's a screen by Noel. Matthews passes to Barnes. And Gasol sends it back.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
Parker kicks to Gasol. Anderson with the ball. Matthews covering. And Anderson gets it to go. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Green against Matthews. Noel dishes to Barnes. And then jammed down as he goes right over Pau Gasol.
Barnes taking flight there. Just a breathtaking player to watch with insane leaping ability.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
That's good from Barnes. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
That one goes in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Matthews. There's a screen by Noel. Out to Smith. The tray. Hits it from 3-point range. Smith's got 6.
And I just love how Smith is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the ball, measuring the shot as the pass is en route.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul. Aldridge a screen. Outside, Green. The shot from the low post is good. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
With the amount of moves Aldridge has inside as a defender, you never know what to take away.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Parker. Smith kicks to Barnes. Shoots a three. Rebounded by the Spurs. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And in that one, it was all about shutting down the paint. They were just terrific in terms of their rim protection.
It was big-time shot blocking. They were energetic, intimidating, and that really affected the outcome.
Spurs leading by 6. Parker passes to Anderson. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge with a screen on Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Green with the 3. Again, the miss by Green. Mavericks trail by 6. Now, here is Smith. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Here's Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Green dishes to Gasol. Green, the screen. Gasol setting the pick for Anderson. Off the pick. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Matthews kicks to Smith. Anderson with the block. Parker passes to Green. To the inside. Goes up on the block. Parker's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Knocks it loose. Gasol with the steal. And here's the break. Here's Parker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Uh-oh. He misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
Spurs leading by 6. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Steve, it seems like the league is going more up-tempo, more offense, better flow. What makes the biggest difference to a team, in your opinion, as far as unlocking a great scoring potential?
I think when you have guys that can go up and down, and you have 5 guys that understands the game, high basketball IQ, versatility. Let's take the Golden State Warriors. Let's take the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have 4 or 5 different guys that can lead them in scoring, lead them in assists, and lead them in rebounding. That makes the game fun to watch.
Best teams are always like that, though, aren't they? Got a lot of different ways to hit you.
Yes, and versatility. They can play small, they can play big, they can slow down, they can win on the defensive end, or they can win on the offensive end.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Pass to Laverne. He feeds it to Gay. Measuring with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
They set the pick. Barea dishes to Powell. Pass to Measuring. Here's Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point San Antonio lead. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's the dish to Mills. To the inside. Gay. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Such a good all-around score. It's hard to defend Rudy without overcommitting.
And when you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points. And really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
First free throw is good. And with Rudy Gay, scoring, Greg, has never been a problem for him. Has pretty much had the same level of production his entire career.
Yeah, and if you say that about some players, it's considered an insult, but it's a good thing for Gay. Usually will shoot in the mid-40s for this field goal percentage and solid at that small forward position. Also a great ISO game.
And so Gay nails both of them. Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
Ginobili, that's good.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Finney-Smith passes to Barea. Finney-Smith kicks to Barea. Here's Mejri. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's a good screen. Ginobili kicks to Gay. The 11-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Curry. Powell with the screen. And here is Barea outside. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. And no problem from Powell as he finishes at the rim.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mills dishes to Gay. Shoots over Powell. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Laverne's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Curry passes to Mejri. There's the pick. That shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Gay drives in. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Mavericks trail by 7. Curry kicks to Barea. Hills with the steal. 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Passes to Gay. Ginobili gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast or do they go right for the juggler?
Here's Curry. Here's Powell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Gay outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Spurs.
And they're among the top-ranked teams in the conference, in large part because of how well-rounded they are at the offensive end. In terms of their shot distribution, their points are coming from just about everywhere. And that's a key component for any elite offense.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg Popovich, also the head coach of the U.S. national men's basketball team, a former military man himself, and of course, guys, very passionate about his country.
You're totally right, Kevin. He's been outspoken, but his actions speak even louder doing a lot of charity work in San Antonio for disadvantaged youth. He cares, his players know it, and it's a part of what makes him a great man.
Rudy Gay hits them both.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Barea, the pass to Mejri. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. San Antonio leading by 8. And Mills kicks to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Mills. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 10.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Curry against Ginobili. There's the feed to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And J.J. Barea the bucket on the assist by Curry. Barea's got his first points of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And the San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu and Tony there as the foundation and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that have come through the Spurs organization.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Laverne is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Forbes in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Spurs leading by 8. Mills dishes to Gay. No good off the front iron.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Drops it in from 11 feet. Barea's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Gay outside, and there's the pass to Ginobili. Back to Laverne. Dishes to Forbes. Ginobili outside. 3-pointer. Second chance shot. Got a hand on it. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Barea, the pass to Mejri. And Barea has it in the corner. Trying his luck deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barea. Now from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot Those are their three-point percentages for the last 10 games. You look at Mills, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
It is. The ball is in their hands, and these guys feel comfortable stepping back behind that line and knocking it down.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Rudy Gay. Nerlens Noel checks in for Dallas. So it's the Mavericks now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. Smith on the wing from deep. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
Two shots.
That one is off. And Tony Parker in the 2017 season with the lowest minutes per game average in his career. He was playing so well in the playoffs. I mean, historically well. Then, Greg, as we know, the quad injury in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's pretty clear that that 15-year run he's had as a starter, that window is rapidly closing, but still effective, just no longer the focal point that he once was.
Popovich has done a great job of developing Tony Parker's entire game, and you're seeing it right now at the free throw line.
Matthews, no good.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, and no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
Right side Gasol. Aldridge dishes to Green. Back to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Feeds it to Aldridge. Can't capitalize on the good pick. Mavericks trail by 7. Nowitzki outside. Puts it up. That shot off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's foul number 2 for him. Spurs leading by 7. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Parker. Gasol, a screen on Smith. Parker passes to Anderson. Fires from the wing. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Barnes. Gasol with the rebound.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
And it's Green missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's Noel missing. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And Green with the basket on the assist by Parker. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
Smith kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Smith. There's a screen by Noel. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
The powerful frame of Barnes went right through the foul like the defender wasn't even there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That's good from Barnes. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Yeah, well said. Here is Matthews. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Spurs. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Mavericks, 3.5 back.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoff gets closer.
Parker, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. Here's Noel over Gasol. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Noel's got his first 2 points of the night.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Kicks to Parker. Gasol, a screen on Smith. Parker dishes to Gasol. Back to Parker. Lays it up off the glass. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
Just like old times, Frenchie putting the ball on the deck, getting his drive on.
There's a screen by Noel. Barnes left side. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Smith kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Over Aldridge. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's gotten better and better making decisions with the ball in his hands.
Green, the screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Over Nowitzki, and that one's good by Aldridge. 6 points for him.
The mid-range game of Aldridge. So advanced, so well polished.
Smith, the pass to Matthews. They set the screen. Smith dishes to Nowitzki. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's their third straight make off an assist. And I'll tell you what, age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
And Nowitzki's turnaround, an unblockable shot when he's hitting. Greg, he's unguardable.
And even though he's lost a little lift in the legs, he's worked hard to kind of quicken his release. And just another tweak for a guy who's made a career of adding layers to his Hall of Fame game.
There's a screen by Noel. And Matthews kicks to Barnes. Anderson with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. Curry's checked in for Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Smith. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 7.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned them there.
Green, the screen. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Barea. Nowitzki against Aldridge. Curry dishes to Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
They need to keep getting the ball to Barnes. When he's got the hot hand, he's a very difficult player to slow down.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the rise of the analytics movement in basketball, Steve, hard to miss over the last 5 or 6 years. You can't read a story without a writer, without a broadcaster referring to some kind of number, analytic term, or an angle to a story. Teams incorporating a more scientific approach. How do you like that?
You know, Kevin, I love it, especially when you're evaluating guys coming out of college to the pro game. So much when guys use it just 100% to how to coach the game, teach the game, draft players. I still think all sports is a game of feel. And when you're out on that court, I'm not looking at saying this guy shoots from here, because he's capable of doing other things. I think a little bit low dosage of it, but more importantly, I want guys to know how to play the game from a field.
For the Mavericks, 16 consecutive years of 500 basketball or better, coming to an end last season, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a rebuild, the first time in a long time for the Mavs, and they waived some of their veterans to free up space and court time to further develop those young players. And with how competitive this organization is, you know they'll do everything they can to get back in contention to try to send Dirk out on a high note.
With the acquisition of LaMarcus Aldridge, the Spurs going against the grain. Most teams going small and shooting threes. Aldridge, a big forward who loves the mid-range.
Here's Gay, and then Gay with the jam.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
And with Aldridge in the paint alongside another 7-footer, the Spurs have plenty of length inside.
Yeah, they do. LaMarcus Aldridge with pretty good mobility for a player his height. He's able to move his feet defensively and cover the pick and roll perfectly.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
There's the pick. Over in the corner, Mejri. Stolen by Ginobili. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Ginobili leading the charge. Barea, that's a 2-pointer, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Barea's got 9.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Forbes, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
That's good from Forbes. And for the Mavericks, clearly the rebuild, Greg, has begun.
Yeah, but they made good use of their picks. They brought in more youth and signed their building blocks. Franchise isn't used to rebuilding, but they are approaching it, I think, the right way.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And the first one at the line is good. And Dwight Powell played all 4 seasons at Stanford for the Cardinal. Still filling out his frame.
He is, and you know, the knock on Powell was that he wasn't tough enough to battle inside at this level. But guy is a worker, basically sleeping in the gym, and with his length and athleticism, he's starting to figure it out.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Spurs offense for a long time built around the penetration of Tony Parker. Drive and kick.
Well, that's the one thing you love about Pop and the Spurs organization. They understand their style and their system. As he's gotten older, they've gone back to the block, posting up Aldridge and Kawhi. Leonard also fills that ball handler role in attacking and pick and rolls.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach Jason Kidd, who played for Carlisle, praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in it. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
Gotta love Coach Carlisle, D.A., an even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players. And both free throws good for Curry. Steve, as a player, what are the challenges of playing basketball early in a season?
I think getting your body used to the grind, getting your mind back used to the grind. I think those are the challenges. And depending if you brought in a lot of new faces, that could be a grind. But I think more importantly, it's just getting back into rhythm.
Getting in sync with yourself, but also getting in sync with your teammates.
Correct.
Powell with the screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Barea's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Look out. He's starting to find the range in this second period.
And Laverne kicks to Mills. Here's the screen. Ginobili the pass to Laverne. Tries it from 19. Misses off the left iron.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Barea dishes to Powell. Back to Barea. And here is Measury, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot by Powell, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here is Forbes. 15 seconds left here in the second. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Ginobili can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Mavericks on top, up by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Harrison, shots definitely falling in the first half. How did you guys get it going?
Just us playing off each other, trying to get to the basket, trying to work it around. When this balance scoring like we have tonight, everyone tries to feed off each other.
Strength in numbers, right? Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Harrison Barnes led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 3 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
They didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks leading on the floor for Dallas. Barnes at the 3 with Dirk at the 4. Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Noel in at the center, locking down the middle. The 3 from Barnes. He doesn't hit that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Now Green. He feeds it to Anderson. It's taken away by Smith. Nowitzki kicks to Smith. On the wing, Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. Shot off the pick. Barnes can't get it to go.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Parker against Smith. It's Parker with the drive. And stolen by Nowitzki. The Mavericks shooting 43% for the game. Over in the corner, Matthews. Pass to Noel. Baseline J on the way, and Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Noel. Spurs trail by 3. Parker outside. Pass to Aldridge. There's the dish to Anderson. Gasol inside. He's covered by Noel. No good from Gasol. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Barnes, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
The length and anticipation of Aldridge, a tough combo to score against.
Smith against Parker. Yes, and the foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
An incredible move to the basket right there. But hey, we've come to expect that kind of thing from him. Getting there up in age. We know Tony Parker was the Spurs' top scorer for half a decade from 2011 on. Their offense was built around his slashing ability.
Free throw no good for Parker. And guard Tony Parker, now 35 years of age, bound one day for the Hall of Fame. Last season, the lowest minutes average of his career, around 25 minutes a game.
Yeah, his game has always been based on quickness. He's lost a step, and it's been challenging. But he studied John Stockton, Jason Kidd, and Nash to see how they remained effective.
And the Spurs every bit a title contender, but injuries can derail any team. And they struck hard last season.
Yes, they did. The torn quad tendon for Tony Parker in the semis, then in the Western Conference Finals, up 22 points on the road. Kawhi Leonard rolls his ankle on Pachulia's foot. Things you just can't control.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And the Mavericks looking to go young now around Nowitzki. Unsurprisingly, they've already found some intriguing young prospects.
Barnes hits them both. And for the Mavericks, you look at their young guys, a lot of athleticism, and Greg, an upside already on the roster.
And Mavs fans have to be pleased with what they've done so far. I mean, especially with the selection of Dennis Smith in the draft, who can be a special player at that point guard position. They're making smart moves to kind of revamp this roster.
Clock at 4. They get it back. The kick out to Anderson. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Anderson's got 6. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. For 3, Smith, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And when you think about his ability now to knock down these outside shots with all of his force at attacking the rim, he's going to become unguardable.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his third foul of the game. Parker with it. He's got 9. Aldridge a screen. Here's Gasol. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
He's off on the first. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
He doesn't get the second one.
As Gasol continues to work on his shooting range, guess what? His free throw percentage has been creeping up as well. Probably not a coincidence. And there's where, if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Aldridge a screen. There's the lob to Aldridge. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Anderson. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Nowitzki against Aldridge. And the shot is good from Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
Taking a workmanlike approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Screened by Parker. Green, the pass to Gasol. Here's Parker. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 11.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It's Noel, high post. Barnes dishes to Nowitzki. But they recover it. Knocked away. Parker with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And so here is Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Nowitzki outside for 3. Again, the miss by Nowitzki. Spurs trail by 7. Anderson outside. Parker kicks to Gasol. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
The thing I love about Pau Gasol, his offensive game is so refined. That time he uses the little up fake to bake the foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Pau Gasol, as skilled of a big man as you'll find in this league, in my opinion. Passing, shooting, handling, you name it.
And so Gasol nails them both. We were just talking about Pau's shooting last season. He shot almost 55% from three-point range. How about that?
That's how you fend off Father Time. Keep adding layers to your game.
Matthews, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Spurs trail by 5. Now here's Anderson. 6 points for him. Green kicks to Aldridge. Over Nowitzki. And it's Aldridge missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Matthews, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Matthews has got 7 points for the quarter.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's stolen by Smith. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Noel's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Gasol, a screen on Barnes. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. 4th, Nerlens Noel.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
And here's Smith. 9 points in the game so far. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there. Some coaches might not like taking the 3 on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Smith. They set the pick. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Parker right side to the paint. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Aldridge.
You gotta love the effort from Parker, constantly helping get his teammates involved.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And LaMarcus Aldridge missing a few weeks last season over concerns with the heart flutter, something he dealt with much earlier in his career with the Blazers around his rookie season.
You know, scary, Kevin, but it's great to see him healthy and playing the game he loves. Those kind of challenges make you appreciate life and doing what you love.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And how about the numbers here for Curry? 5th for free throw shooting. And he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Curry's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Barea. They get it back. Shot's good by Laverne.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Powell with the screen. Barea kicks to Powell. Rebounded by the Spurs. Laverne's got his 5th rebound in this one. And last season, Patty Mills averaging the most assists of his career. In fact, he was the highest efficiency player rated on the Spurs.
You know what? He says becoming more of a leader has helped him grow as a playmaker. He's enjoying his new role.
Free throw good, Mills.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
And both free throws good for Mills.
When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gives them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
One shot, gentlemen.
That one misses. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Forbes. Burn up top. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. He gets it in there. Gay's got 9 points.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
Here's Finney-Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Curry. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 4. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Laverne kicks to Ginobili. There's the feed to Laverne. Now the pass to Mills. Dishes to Forbes. Laverne passes to Forbes. 5 on the clock. Powell pulls it in.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Spurs trail by 5. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Feeds to Gay. Shoots off the screen, and that one is good. Gay's got 11 points.
I'm liking the awareness from Rudy Gay, knowing exactly where to be off the screen.
Barea kicks to Measury. He dishes it to Curry. Back to Measury. Ball's knocked loose. Ginobili against Curry. Over Ginobili. Curry with another miss.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
The Spurs with a new 24. Here's Forbes. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Powell with the screen. A nice shot by Barea. He's got 13.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Mills passes to Gay. Ginobili outside. Wants to get it to Gay and does. That one no good. Curry with the defensive effort.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
He kicks it to Powell. Powell with the screen. Pass to Measury. It's Curry with the drive. Stolen by Ginobili. Kicks to Forbes. Shoots. Misses off the right iron.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
There's the pick. Barea kicks to Measury. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Measury's got 4 this quarter.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
There's the dish to Ginobili. 54 seconds left to play in the third, and he makes that one.
He never takes a break on any possession. He is ruthless on the offensive side of the floor.
Now here's Barea, guarded closer. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili. Shoots from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's good from Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now, a valuable wingman with incredible length.
And so Gay nails both of them. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Powell with the screen. Curry passes to Mejri. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Now here's Barea, covered by Mills. Barea kicks to Mejri. Mills with the steal. For the lead. Mejri with the rebound. Mejri's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Barea. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing its thing. He times it out perfectly.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
But don't stop the aggressiveness. You got shots, let them fly.
And that's the thing about Greg Popovich. As long as you're taking good shots, he doesn't want you to hesitate, doesn't want you to stop.
Well, and the offense is designed to create opportunities. So if you pass up the opportunity, you're kind of defeating the whole purpose of the exercise.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Mills and Manu at the guards. Rudy Gay is out there with Laverne. And it's Forbes in at the small forward position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And that mid-range game of Ginobili, so reliable. He is phenomenal at capitalizing from those spots on the floor.
Here's Curry. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Ginobili kicks to Gay to tie it up. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Noel's checked in for Mejri. Nowitzki comes in for Dwight Powell. Barnes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Barea. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Smith with it. He's picked up by Parker. Barnes against Anderson. Ginobili with the steal. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Gay is a high-activity player. Someone who is constantly moving his hands, being rewarded for his efforts.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ginobili.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good. Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And both free throws good for Curry. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Parker dishes to Anderson. Here's Gasol. Misses off the left iron.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Back to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Just a gorgeous connection there. Love to see Barnes keeping his focus.
San Antonio with the ball. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Anderson the screen. Nowitzki against Aldridge. He feeds it to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Aldridge down low. He's working on Nowitzki. Parker passes to Aldridge. The feed to Gasol. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Here's Smith. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
And Smith doesn't back down from a challenge. Even when he gets bodied, he can stay with the play and convert.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Gasol, a screen on Curry. Green kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Noel. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Green. Nowitzki for 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively. This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Matthews, he's checked in for Curry. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Anderson the screen. Gasol kicks to Anderson. Spurs working the ball around now. Green the screen. Clock at 6. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Anderson. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
There's a screen by Noel. Barnes dishes to Nowitzki. Good on the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Green kicks to Aldridge. Anderson the screen. To the inside. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Noel sets a screen for Smith. Pass to Matthews. There's a screen by Noel. I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough, too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I'd call a culture builder.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. he sinks the second.
And that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a two-possession game.
Parker, a screen on Smith. Left side, Gasol. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Smith. Rebound, San Antonio. Anderson outside. Passes to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Smith. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Over Nowitzki. And it's Aldridge missing.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just another example of losing concentration. His 4th turnover of the evening. He has to start protecting the ball better.
Green against Matthews. Screened by Parker. Green, the pass to Gasol. Dishes it to Parker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Always looking for a way to create an opportunity. Parker catches the defender off balance.
And he makes the first. And Tony Parker drops them both. Mavericks leading by 3. Outside Matthews. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Matthews. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Barnes. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Green, and the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Matthews against Green. Aldridge a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gasol. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Nowitzki dishes to Matthews. Yep, it counts. Matthews has got 10 points in just the second half.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Barnes. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Gasol. It's rebounded by Dallas. Noel's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
Here's Smith. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Parker outside. Now the pass to Gasol. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy bucket for Powell. Failed to block him out. He'll hover around the offensive boards all day.
Smith kicks to Barnes. Feeds it to Nowitzki. And the basket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Aldridge. Rejected by Nowitzki. Matthews against Green. Smith for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Here's Nowitzki. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Gasol passes to Parker. Lets a floater go. Green against Matthews. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Maverick lead. San Antonio calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for their entire team.
One of the stories here, Harrison Barnes getting it done today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Mavericks leading by 9. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Parker outside. He dishes it to Anderson. Aldridge against Nowitzki. Puts it up from 17. Aldridge's shot is good. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Barnes. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 11 rebounds in the game. Anderson dishes to Parker. Good D by Barnes.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Kept alive. Noel lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You can't give him any daylight or he will do just that.
To the middle, here's Gasol. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, a top 10 in career points for active players. Powell, Gasol lighting up the Nets tonight.
Barnes kicks to Noel. Here's Smith. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Free throw drop for Smith.
And the explosive athletic nature of Smith's game, really exciting. Just a guy at the point with a ton of upside.
Pass to Aldridge. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits.
It's interesting. Aldridge used to shoot more free throws. That's when he used to bang inside. Now he's shooting a lot from the outside, so that trend will likely continue.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Smith kicks to Barnes. Back to Smith. There's the dish to Noel. Screen by Smith. Noel passes to Matthews. Shot clock at 5. And it's Noel missing. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And he gets it to go. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Noel sets a screen for Smith. Throws it up high, and slam dunk by Noel.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Aldridge. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Smith against Parker. Smith outside. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Dirk. Congrats on the win. How were you guys able to hang in there during the second half?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other. We rotated, got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Luck is the residue of design, and you guys got it done. Thanks, Dirk. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.